Okay, so gourmet lovers, are you ready for this? We're diving into Cuisinery Food Market today.
Sounds delicious.
Right. So they're all about this idea of bringing restaurant quality meals, that level of food, but also those really specific European specialties straight to your kitchen, all easy and convenient.
Ambitious.
Totally. Okay, so right off the bat, their website is interesting. 25 years they've been supplying restaurants with ingredients.
Oh, wow. So they have actual culinary experience. That's a good sign.
I know, right? It's not just some marketing thing. They've got serious kitchen cred. But then you look at their best sellers.
What kind of stuff are we talking?
Okay, so on one hand, you've got this fancy French butter, which, come on, French butter, it's gotta be good, right? But then right next to that, a 2024 Bon Moment Advent calendar.
Okay, so a little something for everyone.
Right. But then, and this is where I get tripped up a bit, they have beef bourguignon, cassoulet, those classic elaborate dishes, but in the frozen section.
Yeah, that's the real test right there. Frozen gourmet is a tough one to pull off. It all depends on the freezing process. Flash freezing, if they do it right, can actually be amazing for preserving those fresh flavors.
There's hope.
There is.
This article we found, it calls their San Diego spot a hidden gem.
Ooh, I love a good hidden gem.
Right. Tucked away in Miramar. Apparently it used to be in Sorrento Valley, but now it's near that big pyramid building. If you know the area, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I can practically picture it.
Right. So we've got this picture of Cuisinery with all these fancy ingredients and gourmet aspirations, but let's talk practicality.
Right, because who has time for all that gourmet cooking every single night?
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting with Cuisinery. Both their website and that article we mentioned keep talking about minimal prep time, really emphasizing the convenience factor.
Okay, so they're not just catering to master chefs with hours to spare in the kitchen.
No, not at all. They're speaking to those of us with busy lives who still, want to eat well.
Because let's be honest, who hasn't wished for a personal chef? Right. Especially on a crazy weeknight. You come home from work exhausted, and bam, gourmet meal magically appears.
Right. Wouldn't that be the dream? Okay, I'll admit, I'm no master chef myself, but imagine if you could just pull one of these Cuisinery meals out of your freezer.
Suddenly you're the gourmet hero of your household.
Exactly. And maybe even fool a few people into thinking you slaved away in the kitchen all day. Oh, this beef bourguignon, just something I whipped up.
I love it. You could have the everyday gourmet market, fresh seafood, beautiful cheeses, charcuterie boards for a fancy snack.
And then, boom, a whole separate section dedicated to these chef-prepared frozen meals for when you need them.
It's like having your cake and eating it too. Gourmet on the go, A&D gourmet for those nights when you need a break from cooking.
So we've got Cuisinery potentially being this two-in-one kind of deal. Quick gourmet A&D, the I need dinner, but it's gotta be good solution. Which, it reminds me, that article, they made a comparison. They called Cuisinery, get this, like Trader Joe's, but for a more, quote, chef-driven audience. What do you think of that? Does that ring true based on what we've uncovered?
I think that's a really good way to put it. It speaks to how Cuisinery is targeting a certain type of food lover.
Right.
People who are really into quality, they care about where their food comes from, those little details, but
also real.
Also, yeah, they value convenience. Let's be honest, we're all busy.
So true. It's like they understand our crazy schedules, but also don't want us to sacrifice taste.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to choose.
No more sad desk lunches or cereal for dinner because you're too tired to cook.
Unless you're really craving cereal, then I say go for it.
Always a good choice. Okay, but it gets me thinking, what about everyone listening? What are your favorite hidden food gems?
Ooh, I'd love to hear about those.
Right, those places that just make your taste buds do a happy dance. Whether it's a farmer's market with the best berries, a little spice shop with those hard to find ingredients, or even a hole-in-the-wall restaurant with that secret menu item.
Oh, a secret menu item. That's always fun.
The best. So yeah, share them with us. Let's keep this culinary adventure going.